Your new smartphone feels sleek and powerful in your hand. It's a marvel of modern engineering, a testament to human ingenuity and technological progress. You marvel at its capabilities, its speed, its ability to connect you to the world. It's a gateway to endless information, entertainment and communication. But have you ever stopped to wonder about the hidden costs of this technological marvel? What lies beneath the surface of this sleek device? The truth is, the production of our cherished devices often comes at a steep price, paid for in the sweat and suffering of miners toiling in dangerous conditions. These miners work tirelessly, often without adequate safety measures. This is the dark side of cobalt, a mineral essential for our modern world and often sourced from the mines of Africa. The extraction of this mineral is fraught with peril and hardship. Cobalt, a silvery blue metal, is a critical component in the lithium-ion batteries that power our smartphones, laptops, and electric vehicles. Without it, our devices would not function as efficiently. Demand for cobalt is skyrocketing as the world embraces renewable energy and electric transportation. The push for a greener future has inadvertently increased the pressure on cobalt mining. The consequences of this insatiable appetite for cobalt are being felt most acutely in the Democratic Republic of Congo, which holds over 70% of the world's cobalt reserves. This country is at the heart of the global cobalt supply chain. This abundance of resources, however, has not translated into prosperity for the Congolese people. Instead, they continue to live in poverty, struggling to make ends meet. Instead, it has fueled conflict, corruption, and human rights abuses. The wealth generated from cobalt mining often ends up in the hands of a few, leaving the majority to suffer. This essay will delve into the complex world of cobalt mining in Africa, examining the extraction process, the key players, and the devastating impact this industry has on local communities and the environment. We will explore the intricate web of exploitation and profit. It is a story of profit and loss, of technological advancement intertwined with human suffering, and a stark reminder that our choices as consumers have far-reaching consequences. Every device we use has a hidden story behind it. The image above captures the harsh reality faced by many Congolese miners. Their daily lives are a stark contrast to the convenience and luxury we experience. Working in poorly ventilated, dangerous conditions, they risk their lives to extract the cobalt that powers our modern world. Their sacrifices are often overlooked in the pursuit of progress. It is a stark contrast to the sleek and sophisticated devices that rely on this valuable mineral. As we enjoy the benefits of modern technology, it is crucial to remember the human cost behind it. The Democratic Republic of Congo stands as the epicenter of global cobalt production. Within its borders lie vast deposits of this valuable mineral, particularly in the southern region of Katanga. This region, scarred by decades of colonialism and conflict, has become synonymous with cobalt mining. But the DRC is not alone. Its neighbor, Zambia, also possesses significant cobalt reserves and plays a vital role in the global supply chain. These regions, rich in mineral wealth, should be thriving. Instead, they are plagued by poverty, instability, and environmental degradation. The presence of valuable resources has, in many ways, been a curse rather than a blessing. It has fueled conflict, attracted unscrupulous actors, and left a legacy of exploitation in its wake. The DRC, in particular, has a long and troubled history with resource extraction. Colonial powers ruthlessly exploited its riches, and the country has yet to escape the shadow of this legacy. Corruption is rampant, and the benefits of mining rarely trickle down to the local population. Instead, they flow into the pockets of corrupt officials, armed groups, and multinational corporations. The social and environmental consequences of this extractive model are devastating. Mining operations often displace communities, pollute water sources, and degrade the land. Moreover, the industry relies heavily on artisanal and small-scale mining, exposing workers to hazardous conditions and exploitation. Cobalt extraction is a multi-stage process, each step fraught with challenges and risks. It involves a series of complex and labor-intensive activities that require both human effort and advanced machinery. The journey begins in the mines themselves, where workers labor in dangerous conditions to extract the cobalt ore. These miners often face extreme physical demands and hazardous environments. In the DRC, much of the mining is done by hand, with miners using rudimentary tools to dig deep underground. This artisanal mining is a painstaking process, requiring immense effort and resilience. These artisanal mines are often poorly ventilated, unstable and prone to collapse, posing significant risks to the miners' health and safety. The lack of proper infrastructure and safety measures makes these conditions even more perilous. Once the cobalt ore is extracted, it undergoes a complex refining process to isolate the valuable metal. This stage is crucial for transforming raw ore into a form that can be used in various industries. This typically involves crushing the ore, separating the cobalt from other minerals, and then chemically processing it to produce a usable form. Each step requires precision and expertise to ensure the purity of the final product. These refining operations require significant energy and water resources and can generate hazardous waste products if not managed properly. The environmental footprint of these activities is substantial. The environmental impact of cobalt mining and refining is a major concern. The process can lead to widespread deforestation, disrupting local ecosystems and biodiversity. The extraction process can lead to deforestation, soil erosion, and water contamination. These environmental issues have long-term consequences for the surrounding communities and wildlife. The chemicals used in refining can leach into the surrounding environment, poisoning water sources and harming wildlife. This contamination can persist for years, affecting both human and ecological health. Furthermore, the transportation of cobalt ore and refined cobalt contributes to greenhouse gas emissions, exacerbating climate change. The logistics of moving these materials add another layer of environmental impact. The challenges of cobalt extraction are compounded by the lack of transparency and accountability in the supply chain. Ensuring ethical practices throughout the entire process remains a significant hurdle. It is often difficult to trace the origin of cobalt used in consumer products, making it challenging to ensure that it has been mined responsibly and ethically. This lack of traceability raises concerns about human rights and environmental standards. The invisible backbone, cobalt's role in modern technology. Cobalt's importance in the 21st century cannot be overstated. This silvery blue metal is a cornerstone of our modern technological landscape. It is a vital component of lithium-ion batteries, which power a vast array of devices that have become indispensable to modern life. These batteries are found in everything from our everyday gadgets to high-tech equipment. From the smartphones in our pockets to the laptops we work on, cobalt plays an essential role in our increasingly digital world. Without cobalt, the efficiency and longevity of these devices would be significantly compromised. The demand for cobalt is only set to increase in the coming years. As technology continues to evolve, the need for more advanced and efficient batteries grows, driving the demand for cobalt even higher. The global shift towards electric vehicles is driving a surge in demand for lithium-ion batteries, and cobalt is a key ingredient in these batteries. Electric vehicles are seen as the future of transportation, and cobalt is at the heart of this revolution. Electric vehicles require significantly more cobalt than smartphones or laptops, further intensifying the pressure on this critical mineral. The automotive industry's pivot to electric power is a major factor in the rising demand for cobalt. Beyond consumer electronics and electric vehicles, cobalt is also essential for renewable energy technologies. It plays a crucial role in the production of energy storage systems that support solar and wind power. It is used in the production of solar panels and wind turbines, making it a key player in the transition to a more sustainable energy future. As renewable energy sources become more prevalent, the demand for cobalt will continue to rise. As the world seeks to reduce its reliance on fossil fuels, the demand for cobalt is expected to continue its upward trajectory. This mineral is indispensable for the clean energy technologies that are crucial for a sustainable future. The irony is that a mineral crucial for a cleaner, more sustainable future is being sourced in a way that is anything but sustainable. The environmental degradation and human rights abuses associated with cobalt mining are significant concerns. The environmental and social costs of cobalt mining, particularly in the DRC, are simply too high to ignore. The mining process often leads to severe environmental damage and poses serious health risks to the workers involved. If we are to truly embrace a sustainable future, we must address the ethical and environmental challenges associated with cobalt mining. This includes investing in more sustainable mining practices and ensuring that the sourcing of cobalt does not come at the expense of human rights or the environment. The winner's circle. Who profits from cobalt? The global cobalt trade is a multi-billion-dollar industry, but the profits are not shared equally. At the top of the pyramid sit multinational corporations, the tech giants and automakers who rely on cobalt for their products. These companies wield significant power in the supply chain, dictating prices and setting the terms of trade. While multinational corporations reap substantial profits from cobalt, the local communities where it is mined often see little benefit. In the DRC, much of the mining is controlled by armed groups and corrupt officials who siphon off the profits, leaving the local population mired in poverty. Small-scale miners, often working in hazardous conditions, earn a pittance for their labor, while the real winners are those who control the mines and the trade routes. The disparity between the profits of multinational corporations and the poverty of mining communities is stark. While tech executives enjoy multi-million-dollar salaries and shareholders reap the rewards of soaring stock prices, Congolese miners struggle to feed their families and provide for their basic needs. This vast imbalance of power and wealth lies at the heart of the ethical dilemma surrounding cobalt mining.